Hello! This enchanting English lesson is designed to boost your listening and speaking skills through the magic of storytelling. Divided into 4 parts. 1. Story with subtitles. 2. Vocabulary and expressions. 3. Comprehension quiz. 4. Practice and repeat after me. Story with subtitles.
Once upon a time, in a small, cheerful village filled with laughter and the sound of children playing, there lived an adorable hen on a cozy little farm. This farm belonged to an elderly couple named Grandpa Joe and Grandma Mary. Every day, the hen laid a lovely white egg, and Grandpa Joe and Grandma Mary would split it and eat it for breakfast. It was just enough to keep them happy and full, and they loved their simple life.
One sunny morning, Grandpa Joe went to the henhouse to collect the eggs as usual. But today was different. As he reached into the nest, he felt something heavy and smooth. He pulled it out and his eyes widened in astonishment.
Mary, come quickly. You won't believe this.
Grandma Mary hurried over, wiping her hands on her apron.
What is it, Joe? What's all the fuss about?
She asked, a bit out of breath. Grandpa Joe held out his hand to show her a gleaming golden egg.
Look, it's a golden egg. Can you believe it?
Grandma Mary gasped and clapped her hands in delight.
Oh my goodness! It's a golden egg! Is this real?
They both stared at the egg, mesmerized by its shiny surface. They carefully touched the golden egg, feeling its weight and solidity. They were over the moon with excitement. Grandma Mary exclaimed,
We're the luckiest people ever. We can sell this golden egg every day and become rich.
Grandpa Joe replied with a big smile.
Yes, we'll never have to worry about food or money again.
They spent the rest of the day dreaming about all the wonderful things they could buy. The next morning, Grandpa Joe rushed to the market with the golden egg. He sold it for a hefty sum of money and returned home with a feast fit for a king. He bought pies, cakes, fruits, and even some delicious cheese. Grandma Mary looked at all the food and said,
Joe, why did you spend all the money on food? We should save some and maybe buy something useful.
Grandpa Joe, feeling confident, replied,
Don't worry, Mary. We'll get a golden egg every day from now on. No need to save.
But Grandma Mary was still a bit worried.
We should think about the future, Joe. We don't know what might happen. We can't just waste all our money.
The next day, Grandma Mary decided she would sell the golden egg. She went to the market, sold the egg, and came back with beautiful clothes, new blankets, and shiny pots and pans. When Grandpa Joe saw all the new things, he said,
Mary, why did you spend all the money on this? We need to save and invest.
Grandma Mary replied,
I thought it would make our home more cozy and beautiful. I thought you'd like it.
Grandpa Joe sighed, realizing that they both needed to be more careful with their newfound wealth. One rainy afternoon, water started leaking into their old house from the roof and windows. They needed to fix it badly. Grandpa Joe sighed,
Our house is too old. We need a new one, but the golden egg isn't enough to buy a new house.
Grandma Mary nodded.
You're right, Joe. We need more money.
Suddenly, Grandpa Joe had an idea. He whispered,
What if we could get all the golden eggs at once?
Grandma Mary was shocked.
What do you mean?
Grandpa Joe said,
If I open the hen's belly, there might be a lot of golden eggs inside.
Grandma Mary was horrified.
But Joe, what if there are no eggs inside? We'll lose our precious hen and get nothing.
Grandpa Joe, feeling determined, replied,
We have to try. We can't wait forever for just one egg a day.
That night, Grandma Mary was so worried she couldn't sleep. She woke Grandpa Joe and said,
Joe, do you think the hen is safe? What if someone takes her?
Grandpa Joe, still sleepy, replied,
I don't think so, but if you're scared, bring her inside to sleep with us.
So Grandma Mary brought the hen inside to sleep in their cozy little home. The next morning, the hen was safe and sound, and she had laid another golden egg. Grandpa Joe and Grandma Mary were relieved. They sat down and talked. Grandpa Joe said,
"We are so lucky. We must be careful with our decisions from now on."
Grandma Mary agreed.
Yes, we need to be wiser and take care of our little treasure.
They decided to build a small coop inside their house to keep the hen safe at all times. Days turned into weeks, and the hen continued to lay a golden egg every day. The couple managed their money more carefully. They repaired their roof, bought some new furniture, and even helped their neighbors with small donations. But Grandpa Joe couldn't stop thinking about getting more golden eggs at once. One evening, he whispered to Grandma Mary,
"Mary, if we had all the golden eggs now, we could do so much more. We could buy a bigger house and never worry again."
Grandma Mary frowned.
Joe, we have enough. We're living comfortably. Why risk everything?
But Grandpa Joe couldn't let go of the idea. One day, he made up his mind and decided to take a big risk. He waited until Grandma Mary was out visiting a friend, and he prepared to slaughter the hen. As he opened her belly, to his shock and disappointment, he found no golden eggs inside. The hen was just like any other hen. When Grandma Mary returned, she found Grandpa Joe sitting sadly by the hen. She looked at the scene and her heart sank.
What have you done, Joe?
She asked softly, tears in her eyes. Grandpa Joe, feeling regretful, replied,
"I made a terrible mistake. I should have listened to you and been happy with what we had."
The news of Grandpa Joe's mistake spread throughout the village, and the villagers talked about how greed had led to their downfall. Grandpa Joe and Grandma Mary became a lesson for everyone about the dangers of greed and the importance of being content with what you have. From that day on, the old couple lived more humbly. They shared their story with the village children, teaching them to appreciate what they had and to never let greed cloud their judgment. The villagers often visited Grandpa Joe and Grandma Mary, listening to their tales and learning valuable lessons. The couple, though they had lost their golden hen, found joy in sharing their wisdom and in the simple pleasures of life. As time went on, Grandpa Joe and Grandma Mary became beloved figures in the village, known for their kindness and the important lesson they taught. They lived out their days with gratitude and wisdom, surrounded by the love and respect of their village. And they all lived happily ever after, knowing that true wealth comes from being content and wise with what you have.
Interesting vocabulary and expression. Whisper, meaning to speak very softly, using your breath instead of your voice. Example, she whispered a secret into her friend's ear during class. Suddenly, meaning quickly and without warning. Example, suddenly the lights went out and the whole room was dark. Wander, meaning to walk around without a clear direction or purpose. Example, he wandered around the park, enjoying the peaceful afternoon. Strange, meaning unusual or not normal. Example, I heard a strange noise coming from the kitchen last night. Delighted, meaning very happy and pleased. Example, she was delighted to receive a letter from her old friend. Comprehension quiz.
What made Grandpa Joe so surprised one morning in the hen house? A. The hen flew away. B. The hen laid 2 eggs. C. He found a golden egg. D. The hen spoke to him.
The right answer is C.
What did Grandma Mary buy with the money from the golden egg? A. Farm animals. B. Clothes, blankets, and kitchen items. C. A car. D. Jewelry.
The right answer is B.
Why was Grandma Mary worried about the hen at night? A. She thought it would stop laying eggs. B. She feared someone might steal it. C. The hen was sick. D. She didn't like sleeping without it.
The right answer is B.
What did Grandpa Joe find inside the hen after he opened it? A. A nest of golden eggs is. B. Nothing specials. C. A note. D. Jewels.
The right answer is B.
What was the main lesson the villagers learned from the couple? A. How to raise hens. B. That magic is real. C. To work hard every day. D. To avoid greed and be content.
The right answer is D.
Practice and repeat after me.
Once upon a time, there lived an adorable hen on a cozy little farm. Look, it's a golden egg. Can you believe it? We'll never have to worry about food or money again. We need to be wiser and take care of our little treasure. I made a terrible mistake. I should have been happy with what we had.
For more fascinating and exciting stories, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to get all the latest updates.